Welcome to Ping24 Updates. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Breaking news. U.S. battle fleet appears off the Philippine coast. Subic Bay awakens to the shock arrival of 14,000 elite Marines. Pentagon confirms massive military exercise. These headlines dominated every screen in the Philippines. The morning of October 22, 2225, began like any other, but quickly turned into a day of national astonishment as a powerful American battle fleet materialized in Subic Bay. Local fishermen, coastal residents, and government officials were left in a state of shock and awe. Social media exploded with images of warships and helicopters, fueling wild speculation. Was this an invasion, a show of force, or something else? The presence of combat-ready U.S. Marines made it clear. This was no ordinary port call. Manila scrambled for answers, while the public watched with anxiety and curiosity. Official statements soon clarified. This was a planned, multinational military exercise, not an invasion. The world's eyes turned to Subic Bay, as the Philippines found itself at the heart of a major display of global military cooperation. As the sun rose over Subic Bay, the full might of the naval force was revealed, a floating city of steel, with aircraft carriers, destroyers, and fighter jets stretching from the coastline into the open sea. The bay, once quiet, had become a bustling military harbor overnight. The fleet's arrival was executed with stunning secrecy, moving in at first light without warning. 14,000 U.S. Marines, equipped for rapid deployment, signaled this was more than a show of force. The shockwaves rippled across the nation. Was the Philippines ready for such a presence? Government officials rushed to reassure the public. This was a coordinated, approved exercise. The surprise was intentional, testing readiness and response. Soon, warships from other nations would join, transforming the event into a multinational coalition. This was the opening act of a complex series of drills designed to push the limits of international military cooperation. The stage was set for a united front in the face of shared challenges. The official explanation arrived. This was UNITAS 2025, one of the world's longest-running multinational maritime exercises. The Philippines, as host, underscored its growing strategic importance and partnership with the U.S. and allies. UNITAS brought together forces from the U.S., Brazil, Colombia, Chile, Peru, the UK, France, and more. The scope was immense. Naval, air, and land components simulating modern conflict, from anti-submarine warfare to amphibious landings. The goal: seamless interoperability among diverse militaries. Subic Bay's historic significance made it the ideal staging ground. The exercise was about more than hardware, it was about people, building relationships and trust. For the Philippines, it was a chance to train with the world's best and test its own capabilities. UNITAS 2025 marked a new chapter in regional security, defined by partnership and a shared commitment to peace. UNITAS 2025's core objective was clear: enhance cooperation among allied navies to face modern, transnational threats. From piracy and smuggling to illegal fishing and potential conflict, no nation can tackle these alone. UNITAS, Latin for unity, has evolved since 1960 to include partners from across the globe. Today, it's about comprehensive maritime security and keeping oceans free and open. The exercise began with joint planning, forcing officers to overcome language and cultural barriers. At sea, ships and aircraft practiced complex maneuvers, building trust and technical skill. The real achievement: forging a human network of trust, not just compatible technology. UNITAS 2025 in the Philippines was a powerful demonstration of multinational unity. It showed the world that a coalition stands ready to protect shared interests at sea. Interoperability isn't just a buzzword, it's the foundation of real-world security. At the heart of UNITAS 2025's amphibious operations was the USS Arlington, a San Antonio-class transport dock, a floating base for projecting power ashore. The Arlington carried Marines, vehicles, and supplies, ready to land forces on hostile or disaster-stricken shores. During the exercise, it served as command center for a simulated island assault involving intelligence gathering, naval fire, and a coordinated beach landing. What set this operation apart was its multinational character. U.S. Marines stormed the beach alongside Brazilian, Colombian, and Filipino forces. They planned together, shared landing craft, and advanced as a single, integrated team. Achieving this level of joint operation required standardized procedures, constant communication, and deep trust. The Arlington's advanced systems enabled real-time coordination among nations, This exercise showcased the ability to deploy and sustain forces globally, critical for crisis response. Amphibious ships like the Arlington are essential for rapid, flexible operations anywhere in the world. The successful assault proved that a multinational force can overcome any challenge when united. Unitas 2025 class in modern coalition warfare. Beyond the hardware, Unitas 2025's true value was in building trust and sharing skills among allies. Training together broke down barriers. US pilots coordinated with French controllers. Filipino Marines learned from British counterparts. Knowledge flowed both ways. Colombians shared jungle warfare expertise. Peruvians and Chileans brought Pacific know-how. Filipinos offered local insight. These exchanges forged mutual respect and understanding. Trust built in training is priceless. When crisis strikes, there's no time to build relationships from scratch. Unitas created bonds that enable instant cooperation in real emergencies. This trust extended beyond the battlefield, fostering a sense of global community. Friendships and professional ties formed here can last a lifetime, supporting future operations. The invisible network of trust is what transforms separate navies into a unified force. Unitas 2025 proved that people, not just technology, are the backbone of international security. Unitas 2025 wasn't just about war, it prepared forces for humanitarian missions. The Philippines, disaster-prone and vulnerable, made disaster relief a top priority. A simulated super typhoon saw the multinational task force shift from combat to aid. The USS Arlington became a floating hospital. Helicopters delivered food and medicine. Engineers rebuilt infrastructure. Medical teams from several nations treated the injured, demonstrating the military's unmatched ability to deliver rapid, large-scale aid. Practicing these scenarios improved coordination with civilian agencies and NGOs. Humanitarian missions built goodwill and strengthened ties with local communities. Unitas showed that military partnerships are about shared humanity and collective responsibility. A force prepared for conflict is also uniquely prepared for peace and recovery. Exercises like Unitas 2025 are defense diplomacy in action, using military cooperation to build relationships and prevent conflict. For the US, it's a way to strengthen alliances and show commitment to global security. In the Indo-Pacific, where challenges are complex and stakes are high, multilateral exercises are crucial. Unitas brought together nations from Latin America, Europe, and Asia, fostering shared responsibility for maritime security. Participation signaled a commitment to freedom of navigation and peaceful dispute resolution. By sharing expertise, the US helps partners like the Philippines become more capable and self-reliant. A stronger network of allies means greater regional stability and less burden on any one nation. Defense diplomacy is a long-term investment, building a safer world, one partnership at a time. Unitas 2025 was a testament to the power of cooperation over confrontation. The sudden arrival of troops and warships in Subic Bay was not a threat, it was a message of unity and shared commitment. Unitas 2025 proved that international cooperation is the key to peace and stability in a complex world. Warships from across the globe sailing together sent a clear signal. The international community stands ready to uphold a free and open maritime order. For the Philippines, it was a chance to shine as a key security partner and gain invaluable experience. The exercise reaffirmed alliances and built confidence in facing future challenges. For the world, it was proof that diverse militaries can unite for a common goal, overcoming differences to form an effective team. This capability is vital for responding to crises, from natural disasters to threats against global trade. The legacy of Unitas 2025 is one of partnership, optimism, and a renewed sense of shared purpose. Through cooperation and mutual respect, nations can build a more secure future for all. As the fleet sailed away, it left behind more than memories. It left a blueprint for global peace and unity.